Welcome to another episode of Pub Foot with Miles and Jimmy. I'm Miles. This very, very, very chilly looking man next to me is Jimmy, dressed up for the weather because it is freezing. It's snood season in training, actually.
It is, yes, agreed.
Everyone's
it's absolutely Baltic out there.
Baltic. It's match week 12 of the Premier League this weekend. Kicking off tonight in just over an hour. Watford will be travelling to Carrow Road to face Norwich in a huge game. So this will go up after that. So all of our predictions will probably be proved wrong. Going through the rest of the weekend, 12:30 tomorrow on Saturday, the early kickoff, Chelsea against Crystal Palace at Stamford Bridge. The 3 o'clock kickoffs, Burnley, West Ham, Newcastle, Bournemouth, Southampton versus Everton, Tottenham hosting Sheffield United, and the late kickoff at 5:30, Leicester are hosting Arsenal. Huge game. On Sunday, 2 o'clock kickoff, the earlier games, Man United will be hosting Brighton, Wolves facing Aston Villa, and at 4:30, the biggest game of the weekend, Liverpool, Man City at Anfield. Start with tonight's game quickly. It's already a relegation 6-pointer.
It is the classic phrase, it's a 6-pointer. Norwich are miles out of form. Watford haven't won yet. God, it's huge, isn't it?
It is
massive.
If Watford win, they go 18th, but I think Southampton will have a game in hand, but Norwich will go rock bottom. If Watford win, I honestly think Norwich will go down.
Yeah, I think Watford are going to win. I think, and at the moment, I think they're more likely to get a result tonight.
Deeney's back in the squad.
Good.
Which is huge. Even
Scoring
just
goals in training. It's good.
Yeah. You see that tweet?
Oh,
a goal and assist in his first session. I was like, yeah, but it's training.
And it wasn't really an assist either.
No.
It was, yeah.
I think I scored 8 times in one training session. I didn't score for 3 years in a real game. It means nothing. You know who else scores in training? Christian Benteke, probably. Probably scores loads.
He does, yeah.
Yeah. But just having him back on the bench as a presence will be massive.
Oh, huge, yeah, exactly. And yeah, I don't know what to make of Norwich. You don't know who's going to be starting. You don't know who's injured. It could be carnage again tonight.
Should we see Delia at half time?
Well, it's about time. It's this time of year, isn't it, when she starts to come out?
What do you think the score will be?
Oh, I think it's going to be a poor game. I reckon 1-0 Watford.
Yeah, I was going to say that, so I'm going to have to change it because we don't like to be the same.
I reckon Pookie might score. You never know.
2-1.
Yeah,
2-1. Starting Saturday, early kick-off, Chelsea against Crystal Palace. This is the type of game, and I've said this before, and it hasn't happened. Lampard's passing every test just about. This is the type of game that Chelsea could come unstuck in. Crystal Palace have been very good this season, irritatingly, and their away form's always pretty good.
Yeah, 2-0 down at Arsenal to get a draw is a good result, even against a crap Arsenal side. But yeah, as you say, Chelsea are on a nice little roll at the moment. It will come to an end at some point, and it wouldn't surprise me if it's Palace away. Townsend will score out of nowhere.
Yeah.
They'll hold on and win 1-0 or something. It'll just be like, oh, classic Palace.
Well, the thing is, with Chelsea, players are coming back now, and it's just a bit like, well, they're getting better. Reece James seems to be settling in well.
Yeah.
19 years old. Hudson-Odoi's back. Loftus-Cheek should be back relatively soon.
Yeah.
They're doing well. Barkley's not even playing. He's not in the England squad, though. He's got 45 minutes of football since the last thing. When he played really well for England.
He did, but he doesn't deserve to be in the squad if he's not playing.
But Palace, yeah, like we said, I could see them nicking a goal. I think it's going to be a draw.
Yeah, I actually think Palace is going to win. 2-1.
I'm going to go 1-1. Burnley, West Ham, first of 3 o'clock games. What a game this is. Oh, one for the neutrals. Then again, we said that last week.
If this is the last match of the day...
All the games we picked last week to be last match of the day were absolute screamers.
Oh, Arsenal were, yeah.
What's
that about, yeah.
West Ham been really poor recently. Burnley will want to bounce back from a very...
bounce, Burnley.
Yeah, a very bad defeat last weekend as well.
Yeah, conceding goals, not looking great.
It's hard to call this.
It is. You're not sure what West Ham are going to turn up either.
And no, I think Burnley are going to do it. I just think out of the two, the team who seem more stable to come out of a slump with a grafty win is probably Burnley. However, West Ham could score 4 in this because they are that good. They're just not performing.
I think Burnley are going to win comfortably. 2-0. I think West Ham are going to be terrible.
We're going to go 1-0.
I think Pellegrini's under massive pressure if he loses this one.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's sort of under the radar, Pellegrini, because of other clubs, but It
is sacking time, isn't it? January's around the corner.
Yeah.
Teams are starting to kind of figure out where they're going to be. It's that time of year. There's managers waiting in the wings, looking for jobs. Could be an interesting couple of weeks.
Newcastle, Bournemouth. Newcastle.
This is a big game.
This is a big game. Newcastle, one of the surprise performances last weekend. didn't just win, but they played very well doing it. Very well.
Did, yeah.
Really well. Bournemouth, we've said a few times, are more suited to playing away from home. But on paper, Bournemouth are a far stronger team.
Yeah.
However, Newcastle are performing better than we expected them to this season.
Yeah, but I think Newcastle's going to win.
I think Bournemouth are going to win. We're going.
I think Almiron's going to score.
I don't. I don't think Almiron's allowed to score. I think
he will score a goal.
I think he's been taken aside.
Even if it's his own goal, it's a goal. We'll take it.
I think he's been taken aside and they just said, "You're not scoring this season."
No. It's. I just feel like if he can get one, God, the crowd will get behind him. It's going to be great, isn't it?
I don't think he's very good.
And I genuinely think there's a kind of nice feel-good factor at the moment with Newcastle.
No, there's not.
I feel like there is. I feel like there is. They're starting to turn. But the problem is, if they go one down at the weekend, it will go back to how it's been for a while.
They're fickle, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're almost as bad as Arsenal fans.
Oh, God. That was as bad as Arsenal fans. Crikey.
Okay, you think Bournemouth's going to win. I think Newcastle's going to win. What's your score?
What? It's the other way around.
Oh, yeah, the other way around. Yeah, I think Bournemouth's going to win. Whoops.
Yeah, I think Newcastle's going to win 2-1. I think Almiron's going to score both of them.
Make your mind up, Miles. I think it's going to be 2-0 Bournemouth. And I think Almiron's going to miss a sitter.
Almiron will miss a penalty or something.
Yeah, I think he'll miss a sitter. Southampton, Everton.
This is a massive game.
This
is a massive game. Marco Silva needs to win.
Yeah, he does. I think Everton are going to come out fighting after the Andre Gomez. But you know the one thing I don't want to see, though? I don't want to see them come out with T-shirts with his name on as if he's dead.
Get well soon.
Oh,
can't wait to have you back.
Like, horrible injury. Feel really sorry for the guy, but that really gets my goat.
It happens in football. Just get on with it.
No, it doesn't. Like when they carried Neymar's shirt out in the World Cup, it's just like, no, Neymar's not bigger than Brazil.
That's why they lost 7-1 to Germany.
Exactly.
That is the exact reason why they lost that game.
Yeah, because they didn't believe they could win without Neymar.
Yeah.
No, I hope they don't do that. I don't mind seeing, the players in a celebration doing something.
Even a banner from the fans saying "Get well soon."
Yeah.
Gomez, I don't mind that.
Yeah. No, banners in the crowd, perfect. The players need to just get on with it.
Yeah.
I think that they'll come out fighting for him and they'll use him as like a. We wanted to win for him. I don't mind that. Just don't wear the T-shirts and the warm up. Just annoys me. Southampton, I don't particularly rate. I think that they did well last weekend after a thrashing the week before.
Yeah.
However, they're one of my tips to go down.
I think this weekend will be the game Marco Silva loses his job. I think they're going to lose.
I think if they do, he will.
I've got a feeling Southampton's going to win about 2-0, and I think it's going to be quite comfortable. It's going to be like, whoa, he needs to go now.
I think it's going to be the other way. I think it's going to be.
I thought Southampton were great last week, and if they can build on that again.
Well, the thing is, Everton have dropped Michael Keane for Holgate, and that's just an improvement.
Yeah, I really like Holgate.
So I think they'll be better
Michael
at the
Keane
back.
Is absolutely rubbish.
He's garbage, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be 2-0 Everton. I can just see someone like Sigurdsson scoring a goal. Richarlison will probably eat this up. Oh my word! Bless me.
God, it is getting cold.
Excuse me, jeez.
Cold's coming up.
Yeah, I know, that's changing of the seasons. It was freezing this morning. First time getting in the car, frozen over.
It's freezing in here, mate. Come on, hurry up.
Tottenham, Sheffield United at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. This is a tough game. Sheffield United are very, very good. This is a game. This all hinges on Pochettino's selections.
Yeah, I know exactly where you're going. Yeah.
We looked great against Red Star.
There's a reason you look great, and Lo Celso is a very, very good footballer.
He's tight, isn't he?
He is, and he plays between the lines. He's dynamic. He does the right things. He's a really good footballer.
He's better. He's miles better than Eriksen.
Yeah, he's an upgrade on Eriksen.
He gets the ball. He pushes passes in. He takes a risk with the ball.
He's quicker.
Yeah, he's quicker. Tanguy and Ndombele played really well next to Moussa Sissoko. That midfield seems to be doing all right. It looked good. Yeah. Even Dele played well. Son played very well. Harry Kane was bringing players into play. Good ball through from him for one of the goals. It was for Danny Rose.
Yeah.
Even Danny Rose played alright, to be fair, but I'd still be tempted to go Davies or even Ryan Sessegnon in this game and push him forward at left back. 140 has to play right back, quite simply.
Yeah,
he was fantastic.
Really well. Yeah.
He got forward.
That could be his position, couldn't it?
I think it's going to be. I tell you who might get a position change as well. Eric Dyer. We looked shaky in midweek. Don't get me wrong. However, it was the first test of a centre-back partnership.
Yeah.
I think that Eric Dyer's time in midfield is probably done at Spurs.
It's quite a difficult place to go, Red Star Belgrade. Very good at home, so fair play to him for coming through that. You kept a clean sheet, didn't you? Yeah, good result that.
Just about.
Yeah.
There were some very good saves. But
like Gazaniga,
he's playing very well. Gazaniga actually taking his chance.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, I like Eric Dyer as a centre back. I think he's got the tools. He's good in the air. He's big. He's strong.
He just lacks a bit of pace.
He lacks a bit of pace, but it's not.
If he's got someone next to him like a Sanchez, I think it'd be
alright.
Yeah,
and when it comes to being a centre back, you don't have to be quick. Like John Terry was never quick. You've just got to, if you've got a good positional sense.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. If you can anticipate the game.
Like Bobby Moore, isn't it? As long as you know where you're meant to be, you're going to be one step ahead of the game, aren't you?
Exactly, you're getting in the way. Look, Per Mertesacker, he was never quick. He was a very good centre.
He was absolutely terrible.
No, I thought most of his career, he was a bit old when he got to Arsenal. Yeah, but he did okay. He played some very good games for you against quick strikers as well.
Like a crane turner, mate. It's terrible.
Yeah, but it was fine. He was fine. You forget he did well for Arsenal for a couple of seasons. He had some shaky moments.
Sorry, I'm just being that fickle Arsenal fan. Sorry about that.
Yeah, Eric Dyer, I think, could do that going forward. I think it just alleviates the pressure of the Alderweireld-Vertonghen partnership having to be the one playing.
Yep.
Which is good because they both want to leave.
It'll be interesting, as you say. I think Sheffield United are going to set up very well. They're going to be well organised. I reckon they might spring a surprise as well. I can imagine them create a couple of chances, actually. It depends if they've got the firepower up front to score, which I don't think they do.
No, but this is where my issue lies. I genuinely see Aurier playing right back, Eriksen playing in the middle.
Yeah.
And I think if those players play, it's Eriksen. I know he scored in midweek, but he didn't do a lot.
If Eriksen even starts, it's an absolute embarrassment.
Yeah, but I think he will.
Lo Celso was wonderful.
Yeah.
Just put him straight back in.
Yeah, on Sunday, Eriksen was embarrassingly poor. Couldn't even control the football. But I think he'll start, and that's why I actually think it's going to be a draw.
You think Lo Celso's going to have a little cameo again, do you?
Yeah, I think he'll come off the bench. I just don't trust Poch to put him in there, even though we're screaming out for it.
Yeah, I also agree with you. I think it's going to be a draw, and it's going to prove how far Sheffield United have become.
1-1.
Wilder's doing such a fantastic job.
Yeah, 1-1 I'm going to go.
Let's go high scoring 2-2.
You just did it
because
I did.
Go on, Billy Sharp.
Late kick-off, Leicester, Arsenal at the King Power. Well, Aubameyang's been named permanent captain. You struggled on Wednesday.
Yeah, terrible
you
Wednesday.
Drew.
Yeah, it's a terrible side.
Ozil didn't travel, so you're expecting him to start. Or he's just thought, or Unai Emery's just gone, no, I don't want you in the team anymore, which is, I wouldn't put past him. We don't know if Xhaka's involved.
No, I hear rumblings they're trying to offload him in January already.
Newcastle have been linked.
Yeah.
Aubameyang's been linked with Barcelona. That would be great. How many permanent captains can you get through in a season? That would be fantastic.
At the rate we're going, I'll be captain too.
Every week you're dropping hints about you getting a
Premier
League.
I will get something this year. Anyone in the physio, water boy.
We got there in the end.
Yeah, I was going to say, what is a water boy?
Leicester are very good, and I think Leicester are going to win.
So do I. I think Arsenal are in an absolute mess at the moment. And going away from home has never proved to be Emery's strongest point in terms of formation and how we're looking to play. And I think Leicester will pretty much dominate possession, play really well, and I think we're going to lose about 3-4-0.
Now,
honestly.
Socrates played in midweek, so this is the week where it's a chance that
come on, Holding,
will come
got to come in too.
However, Vardy is going to cause your defenders all sorts of problems. David Luiz will absolutely hate this game. Getting harried, having someone quick to knock the ball past him.
It depends how we play. I've got a feeling we're going to be incredibly defensive. We're going to try and play counter.
Oh, you're away in the Premier League. You're going to play. You'll play Guendouzi Torreira. If Xhaka was available, he'd be starting as well. That would be a midfield three.
It would be. Yeah.
But without that, I can see Ozil playing off one side. Lacazette, Aubameyang. I think he'll probably play maybe Willock. I don't know. Or
I think
someone will run around.
We've got to play deep because obviously if we play high, ball over the top, we're in massive trouble. Leicester is so by far a better side now.
I think this is the game that'll expose players like Guendouzi, because I just think he runs around. I don't think he's that good on the ball. I think players like Maddison will be all over him. I actually could see Guendouzi getting sent off because there's a few times this season where he's got into the scrappy stuff, like the rugby tackle against Palace.
I know you hate Guendouzi, but the hatred's coming through more by the week.
This is the type of game that I think that you're going to get thoroughly outplayed, and I could see him doing something stupid.
Well, we'll see. He is a hothead, and he always gets involved in stuff he doesn't need to.
Yeah.
Which also really annoys me as well, because I think he's a massive... I'm not going to finish that word, but yeah.
Yeah, you agree with me.
But I also think he's done quite well in certain games. He's not just running around for the sake of it. He's trying to do something.
Yeah, but I don't think he's actually that good on the ball.
He's been a shining light this year in a pretty dire season so far. So
I think it's going to be 2-0 Leicester.
I'm going 3-0 Leicester. I think we're going to get absolutely slaughtered. And Emery's under so much pressure.
Do you think Emery will last through Christmas?
I've told you this already. I reckon he'll be gone in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We've got an international break after this, haven't we? If we get absolutely stuffed,
it's a good time
to
make the
move. I would go
Arteta,
Wilder, Mourinho, Allegri,
Wenger.
Potentially.
Do you hear he wrote to Bayern Munich to take the job and they went, nah, you're right?
I would have given it to him. I think he would have done really well.
Yeah.
Just part-time. He probably would have won the Champions.
Part-time? You only have to at Bayern Munich and turn up once a week on a Friday. Right, this is how we're going to play this weekend.
I'd take Wenger to the end of the season. Yeah. I really would.
Would you?
Yeah.
As caretaker?
100%.
He could be your new David Pleat.
And
who
I
came
would
into Spurs like 5 times.
Look at someone like Howe and go, right, you're going to take over at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Be in as much contact as you possibly
can. Wow. That says a lot that you take Wenger as caretaker 18 months.
I think our manager is under so much pressure and out of his depth at the moment, it's being proved.
And he's that good.
No, he's not, and his tactical decisions are terrible.
Yeah.
We're drawing against a crap team from Portugal and giving away another lead again for about the 4th game in the trot. We're in a massive mess at the moment.
The Europa League's his level. Like, he won the Europa League.
He's won it many times. Yeah, we got to the final last year. We did show up,
but Sevilla never got any better really under him, did they? And he was a bit of a failure at PSG.
Well, Valencia, but yeah, PSG, too many egos. Quite a difficult club to manage, really, isn't it?
Arsenal, and he can't handle it either. I don't see him lasting out the season. On to Sunday's games. Man United, Brighton. Man United a good win again
really
in
well
midweek.
last night.
Their league form and their cup form is completely different. I saw this big stat and I was a bit like, yeah, but they play really rubbish teams at the cup.
Yeah, it's quite nice to see that Martial's starting to come into a bit of form and Rashford's playing well.
Greenwood scoring as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's starting to come together at the top end of the pitch, which is good because I always think they're all right defensively.
Just that midfield.
Yeah, it's that combination which is just rubbish, and Fred is playing every week and he shouldn't be anywhere near the team.
Is Pogba anywhere near coming back?
No, I think he's out for a while. Which
it's not a big loss.
No, it's not a big loss at all. If they need to go out and generally buy a top quality midfielder.
I think they're going to win this week though. Brighton are doing very well, but this is the type of game that Brighton will probably not win.
Yeah.
But I think Brighton are going to stay up because I think there's worse teams.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I think it's going to be a comfortable home win. 100%.
You think comfortable? I don't. I think it's going to be scrappy, but I think they'll get it. I think it's going to be like a 2-1. I can see them conceding. I think Lindelof's injured.
It's going to be 3-0. I think they're going to dominate.
Yeah, I think it's going to be 2-1. I can't see them dominate because they're not creating enough chances to win 3-0.
I'd be surprised. I feel like at the moment I would prefer to be in United's shoes than Arsenal's. They look like they've slightly turned a corner.
I disagree. I thought last weekend they were.
They were terrible last week. But
yeah, I think you can't count that cup games against Palace and Belgrade.
I watched a lot of it and they were actually quite good. I was quite surprised. But yeah, there's hope for optimism a bit there for Man United at the moment. But
what do you think the score's going to be?
3-0.
I'm going to go 2-1. Wolves, Aston Villa. Wolves played
derby.
Well, yeah, it is a derby game. Wolves played on Thursday, so I think this is going to be a tough game.
They won. Fair play to them.
They won very late. They're through the group in the Europa League, which I absolutely love.
Give it a go.
Yeah, they should go out to win it. They can be in the Champions League next season if they win it. And the thing is,
they're not going to go down.
Any Premier League team in the Europa League has a chance in the competition.
Yeah, give it a go. Why not? It doesn't matter where you come this year. As you say, if you gave it a proper go, you could, as you say, get into the Champions League. That'd be amazing. And finish like 16th.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. Just give it a go. The next season, give it a proper go in the league again, because obviously you've got the time to then.
Depends if they're in the Champions League.
Oh yeah, but
they're not going to win.
They're not going to win that in a million years.
But go as far as you can. Give your fans some European
you
nights.
want the big teams coming to you, to the Molineux. Give it a right go.
You know, you look at some of the third place teams in groups.
Exactly.
It could be in Chelsea in the later stages. Their group is insane.
Tight, yeah.
Chelsea, Ajax, and someone else. There's
Lille.
Is it Lille? Yeah, up the top of that group. No, Valencia's at the top of their group. Chelsea, Ajax, Valencia, and then Lille. There's big games there for potential games for Wolves. I think that they'll draw this because I think Aston Villa look quite good. Grealish should be back, I think.
Unlucky to miss out on the England squad.
Yeah, but I understand that he was injured. They've got some other, not better players, but other players that are a bit more established in there.
Yeah,
there's just no room for him this time. But if Barkley keeps not playing, I think there will be next time.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be 1-1.
I think the home team are going to nick it 2-1. I think it'd be nice to see them win a game after a Europa League game as well.
They have done. I just think that Aston Villa look quite good. Liverpool City, okay, big one of the weekend. I've seen a lot of the combined teams. Liverpool at the back, City going forward with Mane in there. effectively.
Is that it, really?
A lot of the time, yeah. You can argue that's right. Aguero is probably... Firmino's great for how Liverpool play, but player for player, Aguero, I'd say, is better. And Sterling right now is world class.
Yeah, I did watch a lot of the Atalanta game in the week, and I thought City were poor.
Sterling scored again, though.
He did score, but to be fair to Atalanta, they created a lot of chances. And
Kyle Walker going in goal, how great was that?
Well, to be fair, he saved the free kick straight away. I was like, wow.
Oh, yeah.
I remember Kane back in the day.
Yeah, that was
straight
fantastic.
For him, yeah, so.
Yeah, but, that free kick, if he hadn't have saved it, it's not... The thing was that I didn't get about it is, I feel like he would have been better off stopping it with his foot as an outfield player and then picking it up.
He should have just kicked it away.
No, just stop it. Just trap it and then pick it up. His first touch is fantastic. He's a right back. Genuinely, that would have worked. But he tried to get down low and pick it up and hit his chest and bobbled out. But it's great. I love seeing an outfield player going goal.
Great. He looked well up for it as well.
Yeah, Edison has been confirmed to be out this weekend, so Claudio Bravo will start.
Yeah, I like Bravo. He's a decent goal.
It's a step down though.
Oh, of course it is, but yeah,
it could be worse.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not the worst goal. It could be Kyle Walker in goal again. I expect this to be an interesting game. I don't think it's going to be as free flowing as the neutrals might think, because I don't think either team's really in their groove this season.
No, I remember watching the game this time last year. When Mahrez
missed the penalty.
The worst game of football to watch. And just cancel each other out. It's boring. I've got a feeling it might be similar again.
Yeah.
But there's a vulnerability about City this year. There really is. And I can see Liverpool just go from strength to strength while City kind of faff around a bit. And I think Liverpool are going to win. I really do.
See, I can see Man City pinching it because I think Liverpool aren't playing well. Again, last weekend they weren't great. They got bailed out by their front men.
I think they're playing better than City, mate.
Yeah, the thing is that worries me is that City's defence is poor at the moment. Yeah. They've not got their centre-backs back.
And Rodri played at the back again during the week.
Yeah, well, Stones is back fit, so I would expect him to start. Sterling is on fire though, and I just see him scoring a goal against his old club, and I think that could be the difference.
You think it's going to be low scoring?
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't think it's going to be...
If there's a goal early doors, it'll be a cracking game. If there isn't, it's going to be very, very tight. No one wants to lose any ground. You can imagine it being a 0-0.
Yeah, the only reason that I think City might scrape it is because they're the chasing team and they're at home, and it's the type of game that I can just see Guardiola getting his tactics right in.
Field.
Oh, and they're away. No, I disagree. I've just changed my mind. It is Anfield. You're right. I think Liverpool are gonna nick it.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be 1-0 though, and I think it's going to be a late goal.
Yeah, it's going to be tight. I'm going 2-1. I reckon City might take the lead.
Sterling.
I think Liverpool are going to go roaring back into it.
I think the best thing that could happen to the game would be a goal. Even if Liverpool went down, I could see them pressing and playing really well. And Trent Alexander-Arnold's crossing, if they play a midfield at centre-back, which they'd probably have to, could cause absolute chaos.
It'd be interesting how City line up, because obviously we've seen Man United in sort of the last couple of weeks play sort of 3-5-2 and it worked beautifully.
That's not going to happen. Unless, they could play Stones with Fernandinho and Rodri either side of them, but I just don't see that work. I think they're going to want to use one of them in midfield as the cover. Because they're going to need a holding midfielder.
We'll see though, but I think the game needs an early goal, otherwise it's just going to peter to nothing, and I think both teams would take a 0-0.
Yeah, alright, I've gone 1-0, you've gone 2-1.
I'm 2-1, yeah, I hate those goals.
Yeah, before we finish, this is the last game before the international break. England's squad was announced yesterday. I'm relatively happy with it. The biggest thing for me was that Michael Keane can't start for England in this international break because he's not there.
You must be saying Keane. I thought you said Kane. I was like, no, Kane's there, mate. Kane's there.
I was like, no, Michael Keane's out. Stones is back in. I don't see him starting. I think it'll be Maguire and...
Should be Gomez. Should be Gomez.
No, I can see it being Tomori or Mings though. Gomez isn't playing enough.
I don't know who we're playing. I think we've got Kosovo in one of them.
Yes, Kosovo in one of them, and Montenegro or someone like that. Is it Montenegro in our group? Someone else. It's a rubbish team. Kosovo is a difficult game, really difficult game. Travelling to Kosovo.
We still need to qualify. We haven't qualified yet.
No, we need to win.
Yeah,
we need to win, and then we go through. I don't really get Barkley being in there, other than he can play a bit deeper than Grealish.
Barkley should be in there. He hasn't played.
Yeah,
for ages.
Did Wings get picked? I'm not sure he did.
To be honest, mate, I haven't even looked at it, so I've got no idea who's in, so I could start shouting people out going, it's great to see them in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
fair play to Grealish.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting because
I'd like to
still
see
played Dyer and Henderson, isn't he?
I'd like to see Madsen be given a chance. I know kind of Southgate's come out today and
he has
told
to
him
start.
to get in line.
Yeah.
Which I understand.
Hudson and Doy's back in the team.
Yeah, he deserves a chance. He's played really well the last couple of weeks. Obviously, I know that front three is quite hard to get into, but there might be a game that might change it up.
Yeah, I was quite happy with the squad, and I think that we should qualify. We really should, but it's going to be interesting because that Henderson-Rice partnership I can see him playing won't work. Quite simply.
I also think fair play to Kosovo in the home game. They came right back into it.
Yeah,
very
because
good
we
side.
have the midfield that can keep the ball.
And
We need to be able to keep the ball against them.
That'd be a difficult game.
Yeah. Right, we'll be back next week with England's
I
predictions.
don't know when the game is. I think it's middle of the week.
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday,
We'll be back on Monday to review the Premier League, including the Watford-Norwich game tonight, which will be kicking off very shortly, which we probably predicted wrong.
Watford. Come on, Watford.
We're local to Watford, so we want Watford to win. There's only one thing left to say. We'll see you on Monday. That's two things. And cheers.
God, it's so cold. Cheers.